What's going on, guys? Welcome to For the Fans. I'm Kevin, and I'm here today with Kylie. What's up, Kylie?
Hello.
We're here to talk about everything that happened in the live eviction and the veto ceremony for this week. We actually got one. We actually got an eviction this week, unlike last week.
Wow. What a wild
It's
episode.
it's been crazy in the house. The episode was popping, and since I'm here, we might get a little bit of spoilers, so that's going to be good to go at the end. But before we do that, when we reach 250 subscribers, we will be giving away a golden power of veto. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, hit the little bell, hit the little like button, help us out, and let's get subscribed so that way we can give away this golden power of veto signed by BB6's and BB7's James Rhyme.
Wow.
That's all Kylie got today is wows and oh my's. So after we talked on Tuesday, it was a great episode with the 5 p.m.ers and Sheldon as we went over what was going on in the house. Kylie, we haven't talked to you in a little while. What are your
I know
thoughts
it's
on
been a full minute since I've been here.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the non-eviction last week?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Nothing this season ever makes any sense. But I'm here for it. I'm here for anything that is just entertaining, maybe makes you scratch your head a little bit. 3 is still just, masterclass, God level social player. But I think the BB strategy got her twisted up a little bit and playing on a
It's tough.
7-day cycle
Yeah.
is so slow for her. And so she makes some questionable decisions, but in the long run, her social game is so good, it doesn't even matter.
It's so funny because it's like, cool, made a decision. Do they go home today? No. Okay, so do they go home tomorrow? No, you still gotta wait like 4 days. Cool. So in that time, she's like, should we send home the person I thought we should send home? No, let's send home the other person. No, let's send home the person originally.
I mean, just back and forth,
But the other person that she always, and the best part is that she always settled on the first person. She
pretty much always comes back. She just creates all of this chaos and drama and fun for us.
Yes.
Just to land back where she started. But
my favorite thing is even through all these conversations, whenever someone goes, they were thinking about sending you home this week. Bruh, they think about sending home the other person every week. So this is not
Yeah, I mean, and this is the stuff I keep expecting to catch up to them, and thus far has not.
Well, you know what it is? It's because there's not a lot of hanging out in this house. They're all hanging out with each other, don't get me wrong. But seasons past, BB24, there's a lot of just sitting around non-gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So since they're working as you just started off this conversation with, they're working at a Survivor pace in a Big Brother game. They're gaming all the time because in Survivor, it's in Survivor you have to be gaming all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just not time.
Yeah.
To not be. So if you're not gaming all the time, if you're not moving through all the time, and I mean all the time, you're falling behind. So in this game, we can sit and relax for a couple hours. But they don't seem to have figured that out. I mean,
no chill.
None whatsoever. She needs to take more of a trader's time frame on it than because traders, you make a move at the nighttime, then all day you're just lying. That's it.
It's wild. And I mean, I just feel for them because we still have 2/3 of the season to go. And
do we still have that much to go? Yeah, I guess we do.
And I mean, it's just, they got to be exhausted.
Yes. Well,
production has to be exhausted.
Because you're running around, you don't know which ones they're going to stick on.
But and like I hear people will complain like about the episodes. Oh, well, the episodes are nothing like what the feeds. Well, hell no. I mean, you've got 3 hours a week where you have to fit in 2 competitions, an eviction, diary rooms, regular conversations. Like they can't fit it all in because these people are nonstop from the minute they wake up until they go to bed. And
Hmm.
you know, they could tell a story on Sunday that makes no damn sense on Wednesday.
Right.
So I think they're doing a pretty good job, all things considered.
Well, especially because, like you just said, the story they're telling on Sunday may have completely changed
Yeah,
by the next day. So they're like, should we keep what we just changed? And when it changes, is this going to stick, or
right.
is this not going to stick?
What's so funny is whenever I was making the stream for this podcast, I was like, I don't even remember who was supposed to have been the target from the Wednesday episode. And today is Friday. Like, I can't remember when the episode ended if it was supposed to have been Jack or supposed to have been Red. And so it's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's insane because let's take it there, because the episode on Sunday ends with Cameron and Red on the block, right? So we're like, okay, cool. That's what we're doing. We get right into the episode of the eviction episode, the veto episode, and Jared's letting us know that Cam's his target, like we all expect. They all want Cam to lose. No one wants Cam to win. Nobody likes Cameron. I don't know how Cameron is such a pariah, but he is, right?
Yeah.
He's a little creepy, not gonna lie. He's done
Yeah.
some
I mean,
sus things.
Cameron is one of those, like, do I think he's the worst person in the world? No. Do I really like him? No. Um, so I'm neither here nor there on him. He can
Mm-hmm.
stay, he can go. It doesn't matter to me. Um, I like in the I mean, I guess it's been 2 weeks since I've talked about Big Brother. In those 2 weeks, I've completely shifted and I am full on gonna change my Twitter handle to an AmeriCorey stand. That's just what it is. Like that's where I'm at. But especially America. Like I love her so much and I felt like this Wednesday veto episode was extremely strong for her and we really got to see so much of her personality, so much of her thoughts, and she's a little America is a firecracker. Like
She is.
on the 4th of July.
America is a firecracker, always ready to go. The biggest thing about her. So in this episode, we have Jared talking to Corey, and he's like, "Hey, your girl better not throw this thing." Now, homegirl stayed in the pressure cooker for 15 hours, 14 hours.
And as she pointed out, Jared, you went out when the lights went out.
Bruh, exactly. And I don't know why he has it in his mind that she's been throwing comps. She
Jared, okay.
she has no power.
I mean, I
Well,
let's get into some.
hold on. Before you get into Jared, she has no power. She has no real alliances other than Corey. She doesn't have anything strong. In what world does she have the ability to throw comps? In addition, she knows that Red's gunning for her. She knows that she has grand aspirations of taking out power players. Why would she be throwing any competitions to put herself in the line of fire, Jared? So why do you think that she's been throwing comps? So for you to tell that to Corey, of course it's going to go back to America. And America's like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, Jared, with all due respect to Sari, is a complete dumbass.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
mean,
He's a pretty bad player.
he's not good, and in a different season when he doesn't have his mama protecting him and telling him what to do, I think he's already been caught up in some stuff and probably sent home.
He
And
does have a little bit of that Suri charm, though. Like, the people like him on his own.
yeah,
But he does
but I
terrible
mean,
moves constantly.
but who's to say? I mean, you know, is he completely as drawn to him if Sari's not there? Because they've had some sibling rivalry. And
Izzy's
like
not.
I don't think that we have Izzy and Jared. I think Izzy is one of those people that gets fed up with Jared if Cerie's not there.
But he's rizzed up Blue to spite all this.
What'd you say?
He's gotten Blue
Okay,
all
well,
his.
guess what? All due respect to Blue's mama, Blue's a complete dumbass too. So
He's friends with Jag.
2 peas in a dumbass pod.
I like the fact that Corey's like, man, this dude sucks, but he's my final two,
Yeah,
and it
like
is what it is.
Corey walks out of the room after one of their conversations and says, "You fucking moron," and you're just like, "Yes, literally." And that's
So
without getting into all the personal things that I dislike about him.
this is all game related
Talking, yeah, purely game.
And so
He sucks.
he sucks. So he goes and he tells Corey this. Corey goes to America. America's like, man, if that's a perception, man, that's not what I want the perception of me to be, because I'm not over here throwing comps. I'm trying. I'm working. And losing the pressure cooker, making a deal for my safety in the pressure cooker is not throwing a competition, because it is not. It is cutting a deal.
Yeah.
They're two different things. But that is what Jared's smoking gun, if you will, as to why he thinks he's throwing things. Now, it doesn't help that America has told Corey that she wants the gun for Felicia and Cirie.
And Izzy.
Which has now come back to Jared, which has made Jared highly suspect that he's got to get America out of here. But I don't know. I'm going to say this now. I don't know why he has not given his mama all the information like she told him to a day ago.
Here's the thing that is so confusing about Jared as a game player is he cannot keep his mouth shut about some things, like the scene where they show, him and Jag and Cirie and their 3-way game of telephone, where, Jared says something to Jag, Jag says something to Cirie, Cirie says something to Jared, Jared goes back to Jag, Jag goes back to Cirie, and it's like, what are you doing? That kind of stuff, Jared cannot keep a seal on it. He cannot keep the biggest secret in the entire game that his mama is playing. He can't keep that a secret. But then, oh, hey, Heisem said he's going to target you and Felicia. Hey, America is throwing y'all's names out. This stuff he doesn't tell. And that's why I'm just like,
right.
What?
It makes no sense to me. And it's like, bro, in the diary room, you're saying that you want to play like your own game, but you're not even like doing the moves that help yourself, which is why you're a bad player. This is why you're a bad player. It's weird. It's rough, but it's what we got. So he tells that to Corey. Corey then goes tells America. America comes in, and like you said, this has been America's strongest episode because she was all over the diary room, just crushing it with the sound bites. Like you said, Jared, I stayed in there for 14 hours. You left when the lights went off, man. Come on, bro. Of course I'm not throwing this shit. And I was like, this is great. This is peak. This is peak Big Brothers. What you're looking for. So we get the veto competition because the veto players are America, Matt, and Felicia, along with Jared.
Red, Cameron, Jared.
Yeah, Red and Cameron. And it's Tiny Veto. I thought it was a little early for Tiny Veto. I wasn't sure. I feel like, is it a little early for Tiny Veto?
Who cares? Does Tiny Veto need to be a staple? Is it that good?
It's fun.
It's fun. Whatever.
It's fun because it's dexterity, and then you get the little veto.
I mean, I don't care about it one way or another. Just like Cameron.
Well, speaking of, Cameron pulls through with the win. But watching Kylie, tell me how you were feeling while you're watching them all watch Cameron, his little cans fall, and everyone cheers.
It was so great. I mean, the whole house was like, yeah, come on, America, like rooting her on. Her cans fall. Cameron gets it down to like 2 or 3 cans. He's obviously going to win. He drops everything. I was like, I mean, obviously I know what's going to happen, but I mean, this was an exciting competition. And if you didn't know the spoilers, then this had to have you on the edge of your seat. It was exciting watching. And it is funny. I like that, and I liked in the pressure cooker when we got to see, the people in the house's reactions to what was happening inside the pressure cooker. And so I do like that where the rest of the house gets to watch
Watch. I want
the
more comps
competitions.
where you're watching on TV because we get true reactions. Because if you're sitting out
Mhm.
there with them, you don't really get the real reactions.
Right. Well, I
Because
don't know. I mean,
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
let's
So
let's put a little
put a
pin
pin
in
in
that
that.
one.
Put a pin in that. So Cameron wins the tiny veto. He comes in. Everybody's like, "Great job, Cameron. Good job." So
I mean, Izzy has the exact same reaction for Cameron winning veto that she did when Cameron won the HOH.
yeah, yeah.
Sitting
I
in
don't.
the exact same spot.
She's got to figure out how to better control them reactions.
That's how I would be. I can't fake it. Like if I'm done with your shit, I cannot. I'm just not that person. So I'm with Izzy here. Like
You got to get better because it's a dead giveaway. It's a dead giveaway, and that's a bit of a problem because it alerts Red and Cameron that okay, Izzy's not really happy about us winning here. Um,
which is what got Cameron on the whole Izzy train, his HOH 1.0. I mean, is that what we want
yeah,
to call
1.0,
it?
1.0. Yeah, his first HOA
Whenever
train.
he doesn't really get to have an HOA train, but because Red told Cameron, "Hey, you should have seen Izzy's reaction when you won."
Yeah,
And so that's what got Cameron, "Oh, I need to go after these people."
it's true. It's true, and it's interesting because when she reacts this way, okay, everyone's aware, but now we have to figure out a replacement now, right? Because the plan was for Cameron to go home, and now Cameron's not going home. Well, replacement nom roulette starts, and we got to
What'd
figure
you
out
say?
who's going to go.
Replacement nominee what?
Replacement nom roulette
Yeah.
is it going to be America?
Who's it
Is
gonna
it, is it
be?
going to be Bowie? Is it going to be Jack? Who's it going to stop on?
Is
And
it gonna be America?
as it's going, they all have conversations with Jared. Jared's like, if you're not with me, you're against me. And it's like, Jared, shut up, man.
I'm
Just
against
sit down.
you. In
Sit
the
down,
words
shut
of
your
in the words of Sandra. I'm against you, Russell.
mouth. And after that, they figure out that it's time to have a conversation. Because Jag, Inspector Jag is still running around trying to figure out who set him up to have a 10-0 vote, which doesn't matter. But he continues to figure it out. He sits down with Suri, and Suri reads him the riot act about it, and then he decides to have a meeting. In this meeting, Kylie, we saw his number one ally, Blue, say, don't be mad at me. You can say no, but what if we put up Jack?
Look, Jared and Blue have had conversations about what if I propose to you on finale night? Dear baby Jesus, do not let these two procreate together.
They might make the second baby in the house.
They might. Let's hope, against all hope, that there is no conception because this baby would have the cards stacked against them.
Well, lo and behold, Jag is the replacement nom, and we roll into the eviction episode with Cameron and Jag, Red and Jag on the block. I did not foresee us coming here, but the moment we got here, it becomes hey, we need to explore all the options because it may not be a done deal for Red to be going home.
And I mean, it's because Suri has this, moment of humanity where she's like, Red on the feeds is just talking about how his birthdays are always awful and bad things always happen to him. And he knew that he was going to get nominated on his birthday. And I mean, it's working. Look, if I ever go in the Big Brother house, I'm born in January. hell no, my birthday is August 16th.
Oh,
That's my
for sure.
sister's birthday, and we are going to be celebrating it for moi.
My
Okay.
birthday is July 15th, like no matter how it goes.
Yeah,
Because
August 16th.
I wanna have a party on my birthday
Yeah.
regardless. Like, I mean, my
And I
birthday's in
mean,
February.
any leverage that you can get. So, like, go on, Red. I don't think that he was using it for leverage, but
Oh, he wasn't. He was just
anything you
telling the
can
truth.
do to create any type of like, oh, well, we can't do it to him on his birthday.
Well,
It's great.
you had that, but also Jag had all of Cerie's secrets. Because remember when Jared got Cerie clocked for telling the truth, for telling what's up here?
Yeah, because
Jag Jag got too many secrets in his turban. He got too many secrets in his turban of Cerise, and she's like, "That's no good for me. That's
yeah,
no
so he
problem."
needs to go.
And it makes sense. I get it. It's dangerous to keep him,
Sure.
but then something else more dangerous comes about.
Oh, Red. He just can't help it. He's got to rekindle things with his
I
boy
can't,
Cameron.
Cameron. I can't quit you. he
You're like a turd that won't flush.
he needs to figure out what's going on with his boy old Cam, and he says the employees Jared
Jared.
to help him figure it out. Well, with Jared being in the know, that means Cerie's in the know. And when Cerie finds out that Cameron and Old Red are going to come back together, that's a no-go. Now, as you know, as we know from outside the house, watchers, observers, us, Red and Cameron is great for Cerie.
Yeah, anytime there is another duo and one half of that duo is extremely close to you, keep them in the house.
Correct. Correct. And that is something that is up being missed by Cerie, because Cerie should have been being fine with Cameron and Red being
Public
ace.
enemy number 1 and 2.
Yes, for a multitude of reasons. One of the main one being that Red was the one stopping Cameron from doing anything crazy. So Red was
And
needed
once
for that.
again, Jag's got all those little secrets. And in the live feed update this morning from our hap, they said they were talking about how every morning it's like Jag every morning wakes up and he starts to put all the pieces together and then he goes to sleep and everything erases.
50
And I
first dates.
feel, huh?
50 first dates.
Yeah, but I think I either read a book or a movie that was better than that. And this person had to figure out basically how to navigate through all of this. And I was like, yeah, that is kind of it. And so he's got it all there. And he
Memento.
has the connection to Blue, and Blue has the pieces that Jag doesn't have. And if they could just superpower unite.
Put this piece in the puzzle. You put your piece right there, and then put
I mean,
that piece
but they're literally
there.
like Caitlin Herman trying to assemble a 5-piece puzzle. They don't have it.
Dang, Caitlin Herman catching strays 5 years later.
I don't know.
Um,
Big Caitlin fan. Seriously.
so with Jag having those secrets, but Cameron and Red wanting to rekindle, that becomes the number one priority. Gotta get out. Red.
I think this is a mistake. I think this is a mistake on Cerie's part.
I don't know. And I don't know this because no matter how it goes, one group's going to be upset with you. By getting out Red, though he was 100% loyal to you, you don't lose your number one, the muscle that you have, your bodyguard, Matt. If you get out Jag, Matt's upset with you, and I don't know if you get him back. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, if you get out Red, and everybody's on board with getting out Red, because everybody's going to move how Cerie wants, right? If you decide to get out Jag, Matt and Blue are going to be the two left out of the vote. So everyone's going to move, get out Jag, but then you have a more formidable duo coming for you. By getting out Red, Cameron and Bowie are going to be mad at you, but Cameron's more dangerous than Bowie.
Way. I mean,
by
Bowie,
himself.
Right. Fucking Bowie Jane.
Right. Cameron's more dangerous by himself than Blue and Matt are, but there's two of them, and in this kind of situation, either one of them could put you on the block. If Cameron puts you on the block, you can maneuver around and then get yourself off the block after it's over, because he can't be a HOH again.
Well,
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
Zoe shouldn't count as a player. So
But she does in this scenario, and so I think getting rid of Red makes sense only for that reason. But in terms of like personally for her game, because Red was so committed to her, if she could have somehow figured out how to get Matt on board with his power going to waste, um, then you're right. I think you're right.
yeah.
And that would have been the hard part, is that you told me to use this power, Sheree, and then we wasted it. You helped waste it. Can't really do that. I expect him to continue to be
All
loyal
she
to
has
her.
to do is, twist it of like, hey, we didn't waste it. We wanted Jag to be able to stay, but we couldn't get Cameron, and we need to get Jag out because we can't have these two really strong competitors here.
The Jag's working with us.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you what Sarie's going to say to Matt. And, Matt is just, slightly above Jared and Blue as players.
Listen, I do like what BB says here in the chat. If Big D counts as a player, so does Bowie. Big D catches strays 2 years later. I like it.
I vote to evict that comment.
So we have, it's come down to the vote. Right up until an hour before, we were still going back and forth, because you know how this house be. No one knew who we were going to do, because once Red lets it know he wants to be back in with the group or with his boy.
So what happens? What it almost ends up causing the flip? Okay, Red's going home Wednesday night. They go to bed. It is Red, but come Thursday morning, there's this girl. She's been cited a couple times on this show. Her name's Mimi. We had real high hopes for her. Well, she wakes up and is like, Jag and Matt have this little bromance going, and they ate my fucking quesadilla, and this is a problem. I can't hear you. I don't know if it's me or if it's you. Nope. So while you work on that technical issue, I'm going to keep going with
all right, so
there we go.
What it was actually not a quesadilla, it was a steak. So
they were eating quesadillas.
Yes. So she had a steak that she had made up, and some leftover steak Felicia or Sheree made up. And so she was like, cool, this is leftovers. They cut up her steak and threw it in a quesadilla.
And she's like, this is a problem. I've not felt so strongly about anything in the entire game. And she starts mounting up, we got to go after Jag yesterday morning.
And because Jag and Matt, quesadilla eaters,
you want to know who's always down to ride? Fucking Felicia. And so Mimi goes and tells Felicia, hey, Jag needs to go. And Felicia's like, say no more.
I love a good flip. We flipping. Let's flip. We flip it.
And so she starts scrambling to flip it. Suri and Izzy, for the first time ever, are like, no, we don't want to flip it. And so Red sees Felicia running in and out all the bedrooms and is like, what's Miss Felicia doing? Is she trying to flip the vote? And Suri and Izzy are like, she is. She is trying to flip the vote.
Now, mind you, Kylie, pause. As far as Red knows, Red is staying. So he thinks the vote flip is to send his ass home. Go ahead.
Felicia is working to keep Red, but Suri and Izzy are like, she is trying to flip the vote. We're going to shut it down, Red. And Red's like, thank y'all.
Yeah. Thank y'all for shutting down this flip, because I didn't know this flip was to save me, because Suri and Izzy have kept it a buck and they've been with me the whole time, and effing Felicia and Mimi trying to send my ass home, I think.
And so they take, Suri and Izzy end up taking this information of, hey, Felicia, Red is nervous about you trying to flip the vote and he doesn't trust you. And Felicia's like, that motherfucker, he has to go.
Then we gotta send them out the way. Cause I love me a flip. It's time to flip. We flipping, flip a dip. Like we flipping, let's flip. We flipping back, we flipping back. Let's flip back. And
So
so she
we're
flips
back on
back.
red.
Yes.
And here we go.
And so we get to the vote. It's time to vote. And now, mind you, they thought it was gonna be like an 8-2, a 6-4. No one knew what the numbers were gonna be. We get to the vote and it comes out 8-2, red. Pack your bags, hit the bricks.
Look, I'm going to put red in the same category as Cameron. Maybe has some outdated views and, express them and may not be extremely popular amongst the fan base, but he's not just this terrible, awful person. And this man was devastated last night. And I think when he was talking to Julie Chen Moonves, he was doing his best to hold back tears.
Yeah, he was sad. He was sad. He takes people at their word, and their word wasn't good. I did like his reaction to Jerry. I don't think he understood the question initially when Julie asked him, "Do you think?"
Yeah, I think he thought she was talking about alliances.
Yeah, and he said, "I don't know, Felicia, Izzy, Jared, I don't know, Felicia, Jared, I don't know." And then she's like, "Sheree is Jared's mother," and he said, "Oh well, damn."
Good for them. They've all been really good sports, and I try to put myself into that position. And if I've just been voted out, I'm gonna be like, really?
I don't think you would be. I don't think you would be because Sheree has made you feel good the whole time. Jared's made you feel good too the whole time. Like they're not. Neither one of them have been bad to you. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone they've gotten out, none of them have been mean or foul to them. So you're like, oh, damn, that's crazy. Didn't expect that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that happens to me, I'm gonna have my "what's wrong with Angela" moment.
Man, BB20 just sticking around. You just got your BB20 comments. Did you
I'm
watch
dropping all kinds of references.
So, with that, Red goes out the door. Cameron's shocked, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. Cameron cannot wear flannel and those glasses again. Because remember in the first, second episode, Izzy was like, he looks like a serial killer. With those glasses on, with that flannel, I was like, I see it.
It's something about his eyes, I think, that are really intense. And I didn't get the serial killer vibes necessarily from his eviction outfit, but during the tiny veto when it was all zoomed in on their faces and his eyes were really big as he was concentrating, I was like, I can kind of see it. It's a little bit. But here's what I want. Okay, Bowie Jane. Let's talk about our girl for a minute because she also seems like an extremely nice person. She's a judge?
Lawyer?
I thought she was a judge.
I think
that's fine. Either way, if she is your attorney or your judge, and she's like, this man has committed murder.
You wouldn't.
I couldn't take her seriously. And so she gets blindsided in this vote yesterday. If there is ever a moment to have the smile wiped off of your face, it is in that moment.
It is.
And she just skips off to the back room to go change, get ready for the HOH competition. What is she doing, y'all?
She has no idea what just happened. But she
doesn't care.
I don't know that she doesn't care. I think
she cares.
She just takes each moment with a grain of salt and just keeps it going. It's an interesting decision that she makes because she is completely blindsided about what just happened. She did not see it coming. It was never something that
run by her. She didn't get to have no discussion in this.
Right. And she knows that she's on the out. She's on the left out on this. But it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't seem to faze her. Which is odd, I guess. Is it odd?
I think I said it a couple weeks ago. We've done this experiment now twice. We had Indy last season. We got Bowie this season. This experiment has flopped. We do not need the international version of Big Brother fan. If it is not a person coming from Canada, like a Kevin Martin and Ika Wong, we don't want them.
Those are the only ones you'll accept?
No, those are just two examples. We will take Kevin, Cassandra. We will take Tim. Lots of people, but it has to be a super fan or somebody that at least knows what's going on, not a casual international Big Brother watcher. This is crazy. This shit ain't working. Don't waste the time anymore.
You're telling me this man doesn't look like a
I
serial
don't think he
killer?
looks like a serial killer.
Look how he's just looking off. Just looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
No?
No, I don't think so. Not in that. But I'm not even going to say that. I'll say it off air.
So Bowie's off, and we're getting a competition tonight. We're getting an HOH competition on the episode,
which I am okay with this. I've seen this also discussed lots on Twitter, and I feel like the reason why we've not gotten very many live competitions has to be for accommodations for Matt. And so if that is the reason why we're not getting live competitions, totally on board with that. And hopefully next season we are back to live HOH competitions.
I do not think that's why we're not getting live competitions. I think we are not getting live competitions because they need something to put on the Sunday episode, and they don't have any other twists going on at the moment. So they don't have a competition to show. Like, for instance, this Sunday, I'm not sure what they show content-wise, because the things that happen,
they're going to show like flashbacks of them almost flipping the vote again.
Yeah, that's all they really got. They got all the stuff that led up to the HOH comp, because they like to show a competition on the Sunday and the Wednesday episode. So not having a comp to go to, which is remember when BB 14, when Frank and them were like doing that like outhouse competition looking thing. Like it's just to give them another thing to show on Sunday's episode.
Yeah.
And so that's why a lot of times they like push it so that way they can show the comp. But I think questions comp real quick can't really save that.
Right.
But I think that they thought there was gonna be more fireworks leading up to the noms, but there probably isn't. And we'll talk about that in the spoiler section, because there's a little bit of spoilers. But
so what do you think about this competition? The Toots.
Okay. I'm actually more interested. Tune in on Monday, because I'm really interested to see what Shantae has to say about this competition. Because to me, as we both know, this is high level Big Brother. Like, this is not surprising at all. We've seen this before. We've seen this kind of Big Brother behavior before.
So I am fully accepting that Big Brother is silly and Survivor is serious, and I am good keeping those two entities separate. So to me, I don't even care. Like, this is fine. It is what it is. This is Big Brother. I actually liked some of the clips that they showed because I thought they were funny. Like, I like that they showed the clip of Blue and Jared where he says that's one of his icks, and then have an entire competition with women tooting. And so Jared was probably just flabbergasted sitting on the sidelines. And we get the clip that has been also widely circulated of Felicia like jump scaring Riley. And so I thought some of the clips that they showed were kind of funny, but I mean, it's silly, it's fun, whatever.
So the competition was, they had to like remember basically what the fart colors
were. The colors were, yeah.
The first one's the drop. There's 3 people that drop at the beginning: Sari, Matt, and off the top of my head,
probably Bowie. Who cares?
Bowie or Mimi, something like that. So the first one's the drop. It was Bowie, Matt, Sari, and Bowie, and then the next question: Felicia, America, Blue, Mimi, and Jag all go out.
I
That was
mean, took them
quite the
out.
killer. Quite the killer of a question. Then we get down to the finals. It is Izzy, Corey, Cameron. We both know Corey has no interest in having this
No, he even
HOH.
does a little fist bump.
Yeah, we the panel's just the three of them. He's like, cool. I'm kind of safe regardless what happens here,
Yeah.
but I just can't win this thing. We get whatever the question was, and we get 2 true from Izzy and Corey, and 1 false from Cameron. Cameron is our new HOH.
And look, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I am here for the person that was just blindsided and left out of the vote and his number one ally sent out the door winning HOH. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you have to live for. And so I was like, these feeds are fixing to come back on in like 15 minutes. It's going to be hot and I cannot wait to watch this. It is going to be so crazy. I can't wait to watch him interrogate people. This is going to be so much fun.
Before we talk about that, I like the fact that when he wins,
3.5 hours later, there are no feeds.
well, of course it'll be 3.5 hours later because we have to watch the Survivor episode, the challenge, and it has to air on the West Coast. Come on, guys! But before that happens, Cameron wins, and Cerie's like, and America's like, and Matt's like, nobody's extremely happy for Cameron.
Nobody moves. Nobody is excited. Jared doesn't give him the key. I would have had my Janelle moment. Let me throw out another little, Big Brother quote. Give me that key, bitch. That is the energy that I would have had. Even if nobody else is having that same energy with me, you got to be your number one champion for yourself.
Well, Cameron's like, we can celebrate. I mean, I guess I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
and it is like dead air.
Yes.
So awkward. I felt awkward at home sitting in my chair for them. Secondhand embarrassment.
So Cameron's our new HOH, which undoubtedly means Cameron will be going up on the block next week.
As a backdoor, surely.
Yeah, undoubtedly. A Cameron HOH is wild because I have no idea what's going to happen.
I mean, okay, so before we get into any spoilers or anything, immediate reactions. Okay, this man has just been blindsided.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to avenge his buddy Red's eviction. Not only was he blindsided with Red's vote, his whole HOH week, the week before, was
for naught.
Yes, and he has set on the block thrice. So guess what? He is coming. He is coming for the Fields family, is my thought. Like, I'm putting easy.
That was your thought?
My thought.
The extended Fields family.
If I'm Cameron, and all of this has just happened to me, easy first nominations. I don't give a shit who my target is going to end up being. My first nominations are going to be Felicia and Jared, the 2 people that nominated me. They can be pissed. It doesn't matter. Put them on the block.
I was not thinking that. I was thinking very simply, very easy. Guess what, you motherfuckers? Anybody can get it. Every one of y'all are in trouble except for Corey because he's cool. Everyone else is
and I mean, and blue. I
tried to send you out to begin with. Matt, I tried to tell you to rock with us and you didn't. And you voted out Red because it was very obviously me and Bowie that did not vote out Red.
Yeah, and I'm not putting up Bowie because that's a waste.
Right. Well, not just that. Bowie very obviously voted with me because she's shocked. Jared, you put me up. That means you're out there. Everyone else can get it because Jared, you're an option. You put me up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, my target roulette could land on any.
Yes, any of you.
But guess
any
what?
Motherfucker here can get it.
You got 2 easy nominations of 2 people that you know have lied to you and voted against you, your buddy. Easy. Just put up Felicia and Jared. That is my initial thought. That's what I would do if I'm Cameron.
My initial thought if I was Cameron was that I'm going to put up Jag and Blue. Because I already put them up once, but I haven't forged a relationship with them coming back.
I'm not putting up Jag and Blue because why?
because I already put them up once,
Well,
and
they're
they
not
both came back.
apparently they're not working with he's not working with Jag and Blue, and the people that you think you're working with have just lied to you and voted out your friend and kept Jag. So,
But that's the thing though. I know I'm not working with Jag and Blue.
I'm not putting up Jag and Blue. I'm putting up Felicia and Jared.
I hear you because you're a spiteful person. For me, I would have been like, if I'm him, I already tried this once, and now, mind you, I may not keep with Jag and Blue. I need to find out more information. But Jag and Blue, I know I'm not working with them for a fact. Um, these other people that I think I'm working with, obviously I'm not, but I need to figure out what the fuck happened with this vote.
Yeah. So let's say that we are going to be talking about spoilers now.
Give us a second. Give us a second. Give us a second.
Thought.
So episode ends. So we come to the end of the episode, and Julie says that next week we're going to have something that is going to affect the jury.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Shocker. No clue what that means.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Say you promise. I've not heard anybody talk about this.
Yeah. She said this at the end of the episode.
What?
Yes.
I did not hear this.
You didn't watch it to the end.
I did.
It was an interesting fact that she said something like that. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear it. Be being confirmed.
Now, I don't. Now, also everyone.
Everyone but Cameron's I have not.
Everyone's I have not except for Cameron. So that's going to be fun as well.
Yeah, I mean, if they all didn't already hate him enough.
Yes.
Well, I need to hear the words of Julie Chen Moonbag.
You think I could play a clip right here on the show?
No. Yes, you can. Like under 30 seconds, I think.
All right, so let's see. I think we got it lined up here.
Oh, wait. We're not monetized. It doesn't matter.
You're right. We are not monetized. Not yet. Hold on. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum.
Yeah, you're not ready at all yet. So
I have it. No, I have it lined up. You know, I'm not really sharing a bunch of clips here, but let's see here.
I'm like, this man hasn't even pulled up the episode yet. Okay, let's hear it.
That takes it every night.
Milliverse has in store for the house guests and to see who Cameron nominates for Eviction. Then Wednesday, it's the Power of Veto competition featuring Josh Duhamel, host of the upcoming competition series, Buddy Games. And then Thursday, tune in at a new time at 8 for another live eviction. Plus, I'll have a big announcement for the house guests that will affect this year's jury. To continue watching all the drama, go to Paramount Plus.
Oh, I don't think it's anything. I think it's going to be like, guess what? You're going to go stay at a Ponderosa. It's going to be something like that. It's not going to be anything juicy.
You're going to Ponderosa in Fiji. Jared, you've been there before.
Guess what? You're going to stay at Buddy Games camp. It's going to be something silly. It's nothing.
Maybe nothing, maybe something. Who knows? But Julie said something about the jury. This is going to be, we're in for a treat. We'll see what happens. But since I'm here, you know that we got a little bit of spoilers. A little teeny bit of spoilers because it has been a day in the Big Brother house. So if you're leaving now, thank you for joining us. Join us back here on Monday for the 5 p.m.ers. Me, CJ Shante, maybe Kylie, maybe Sheldon, who knows, maybe Ryan, who knows. We will be talking about everything that happened over the weekend. You can find Kylie at TK Reality.
TK.
Yeah. You can find her there. You can find me at KG Fury. Tweeting. I've been tweeting all day today about stuff.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I commented on somebody's tweet yesterday, and Tiffany Mitchell liked it.
Oh!
Humble brag.
Also, make sure you get subscribed so you can keep watching us and chatting with us. B Beans here in the chat like normal. It's fantastic. Get in the chat with us when we go live. Now it's time to talk about spoilers. Kylie, We thought a Cameron HOH would be crazy. And it has been.
But not initially, because initially this man is like, Jag and Blue, you're going back up on the block. Gonna get you out again. And I'm like, I didn't want to get my hopes up, but I did because I'm naive. Okay.
I didn't think that's what was gonna happen completely. I thought he was gonna backdoor somebody. Somebody.
This man is a complete dumbass, and he is going to just let these people get away with this, and he is going to put up Jag and Blue. Listen, and they're going to vote Jag out for the third week in a row.
I feel like it's important to go through this step by step. He had a conversation with Blue last night, and that's the only conversation he had last night. He tells Blue that I'm putting you up next to Jag, and Blue pulls out all the stops. She cries, she whimpers.
Except she doesn't reveal the information that she has.
Correct,
so she does not pull out
all the stops short of telling her any information.
Except for the information. Okay.
Yes. She cries. She does all the puppy dog eyes, everything she can. And she's like, well, what if Jag comes down? I don't have the vote. I don't have the votes. I don't have the votes. And he's like, listen, you're not my target though. Somebody else who's gonna go up, but who's the person? Tell me. He's like, I'm not telling nobody. I'm not telling nothing. Cameron go to sleep. That's the only conversation he had last night after he became HOH. Before he did that though, he went to the room and he told Sari, Felicia, Izzy, week 4 redo. We putting back up Jag and Blue. We go on with that. It's gonna be easy. Nobody really trusts this man, but they're like, okay, that's the only info that anyone's got. Then this morning happened. This morning, his first conversation is with Bowie Jane. Bowie Jane wakes him up. She comes in the room. You know how she likes to bust in rooms? She's like, Cameron, you're awake? Huh? What? What's going on? What's the plan? What are we doing? This is when I knew things were going to be shaky. Cameron says to Bowie Jane this morning, listen, I'm telling you that Blue and Jag are the noms. America's the back door. And I can't tell you the real plan, so that way you have basically plausible deniability. And I was like, interesting. Something's afoot.
Like, don't make me root for this man. Don't make me root for this man.
Something's afoot. And then he let's have a conversation with Sari. Sari know this man lying a little bit to her. Because he's like, listen, you're gonna be okay. I love you. You're gonna be fine. But the plan is Jag and Blue. So that's what you need to know. And I'm like, interesting. I next see him have a conversation. You know, I have to work during the day, so I'm just checking in. So then I see him have a conversation with Jag next. Jag comes up there, and Jag tells him a whole lot of nothing. Tells him that, listen, you're gonna be safe with me. You're gonna be safe with me if I'm the HOH. Nothing's gonna happen to you. I can promise you that if you could give me the same kindness. And Cameron just stares at him with his glasses on, looks at him, and then Cameron says, Jag, I don't believe anything you tell me. You're a liar. And things I've told you have gotten around the house. So whoever you're talking to has been talking. And so obviously we have the same little birdies. So I don't trust anything you're telling me, Jag. Jag's like, okay. And then Cameron says, but one thing you did say does make sense. Putting you and Blue up may not make the most sense to me. Make the most sense for my game. And Jag's like, okay. And then Cameron says, now, I want to put you and Blue up. I really do. I really want to put you two up. I don't know if that makes the most sense. So how about this, Jag? What you offered to me, I can offer to you. But hear me this, Jag. If I hear at any point that this conversation got out, come Monday, you will be going on the block. Jag's like, okay. So don't tell nobody, Cameron says. And then Cameron says, you don't tell nobody what I said here. And then Jag says, well, what story do you want me to tell them? Then he says, well, that you and Blue are going up. And then Jag's like, but Okay, but so where are we? I want to. I really want to, Jack. But that's the story you're gonna tell people. It's all you know. Jack's like, okay. And then Cameron's like, not a word. And then he leaves. And at that point, I'm like, is Jack going up? I don't I've never seen someone tell someone, I really, really want to put
Don't
you.
make me.
Yeah, yes. He's in complete control and says, oh, don't make me do the thing I want to do. And it's like, but you want to do it?
It's honestly like just a parent thing because it's like, look, I don't want to take you to this birthday party, but I'm going to. But if you fuck around, we ain't going to the birthday party, which is what I really want to do.
And so he does that. So Jack leaves. Next comes in Jared. And Jared's conversation with Cameron was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Because they both said a lot of nothing while saying a lot of something. Because Jared doesn't say anyone's names at first. He's like, I know what's going on, but then she told me, the one over there, she told me that it switched. And then I hadn't heard nothing, but she had told me the other one had told me earlier in the day that it was going to be red, but I didn't know what was going on. And then like, you didn't know, you were blindsided, you know what I mean? And then Cameron's like, and listen, Jared, I wish I could tell you the plan, but I can't because I need you to not know, but just trust me. You gonna know, but once the plan's in there, you're going to know everything by me telling you nothing. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Jared? Jared's like, no, for real. No, I got you. I trust you. I'm with you, dog. No, I get you. But then it happened because she told me over there. And then like you had come to me the day before. And then he's like, then Cameron's like, wait, who? And then who? And he's like, Sari. So Sari came to you before the vote, but then after the vote? Nah, the other one. Felicia. Yeah. Then Cameron's like, you could say names. Like it's just the two of us in here. So after that roundabout conversation, basically Cameron tells Jared that I'm not telling you what the plan is, but I'm doing a plan. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be somebody that's not Jared and Blue, Jack and Blue. And then Kylie, I thought it went back to Jack and Blue because Corey comes in there. Did you see this Corey conversation?
Mm-mm.
Corey comes in there and Corey's like, chat, chop it up. Then he's like, man, I overestimated Jag as a player. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That's what Corey says to Cameron. And then
You and
Cameron's
everybody
like,
on the outside too.
and then
We had some high hopes. I'm not gonna lie.
Then Corey says, yeah, man, this dude's really bad. Like last night, he was like, what should I say to Cameron? And then Cameron's like, And Corey's like, I was like, bro, I don't know, man. Just tell him, go up there and tell him, like, you'll keep him safe and shit. And you'll like make sure he won't go up on your noms and shit. And like, I don't know, give him some names or something. And then Jack's like, I don't have any names to give him. And he's like, you got to come up with something though, because you got to go up there. You got to like make a deal, like tell him you'll keep him safe or something. And then Cameron's like, that's exactly what he did. And then Corey's like, oh shit. Well, if that's the case, I can tell you everything else that we talked about. And then he's like, okay. And then he tells him everything that Jag told Cameron, Corey laid out for Jag to tell Cameron. And then Corey went up there and told Cameron everything Jag had said to people before because Corey wrote the script. So at that point, I thought for sure Jag was going back up. And now
you fucked around and found out, Jag.
Yeah, exactly. But like, because Cameron was really trying to figure out if Jag had already said something, because he's like, when did this happen? When did this happen? Was this right now? And he's like, no, that was last night at about 11 o'clock. Okay, cool. Has he said anything right now? He was looking. He was looking for it. He was looking for it. He was ready to raise. So he had a conversation with America. America flirted a little bit. She did her best to like keep her off the block. He's like, I don't know why I'm not coming for you, America. And she's like, okay, good. Because we need to make, you said you would make big moves. Let's make some big moves. And he's like, oh, we're making some big moves. She's like, okay, we're making some big moves. Jared and Blue's not a big move. He's like, listen, Jared and Blue's the names I'm saying. So it is what it is. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. Feeds go down, Kylie. When feeds come back up, Cameron put up Felicia and Izzy.
He did it, y'all. Like, I mean, I don't want to lose either one of them, to be honest, but I'm just glad that somebody had the balls to do it.
Felicia and Izzy are on the block.
And who is the target? Nobody knows.
No one knows. No one knows.
Because they're, people are asking him questions like, hey, what happens if one of us wins the veto and comes down? Who's up next? And he's like, it's, everybody knows who it is.
So,
and kind of back to this same narrative from pre-nominations. I don't believe that.
As we talked about, me and Kylie talked about this off air, because right before we came on, I watched Cameron have a conversation with Felicia. Felicia says to him, why isn't Suri up here on the block? And then he's like, I have no idea. What are you talking about? And she's like, Suri and Izzy came to me and told me it was red last minute. And then he's like, that's not what I heard, because everyone that has come up there has thrown Felicia under the bus.
And that is not nice.
Well, that's what you got to do, because if you want to keep Suri, you got to put it on Felicia. So he's like, I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know about it till like the four of y'all got your story together. She's like, story together? What are you talking about? The four of y'all, you, Mimi, Izzy, Suri, y'all were just sitting there talking. Y'all got your story together about what happened. That's not what happened, Cameron. I didn't know what was going on, and then the votes flipped, and then it is what it is, and Red went home because I heard Red was coming for me. But I just got the information from somebody else, so then that's why the vote flipped. And Cameron's like, well, I don't really know what's going on, but Felicia, you're not my target.
Here's the thing is what Jared wants matters absolutely 0% in this scenario. Because once the veto is done and used or not used, Jared has no control.
Jared, you mean Cameron?
Yeah. My bad. Cameron.
Yeah.
Cameron has no control, and Cameron's opinion means zero to these people. And so what he wants doesn't matter unless he gets two people up there, which if he is trying to take a swing, which I've been, trying to read some conversations while we've been talking, and it looks like he has identified that the four people running the house are Mimi, Felicia, Suri, and Izzy. And if he is going to take a shot at that core, then he made the right nominations by putting two of them up there, because he may take that big shot. And I hope he does. I hope he takes the shot at Suri, because he's going to miss. And they're not going to vote Suri out right now. It's too early. You can't do it. But I hope that he takes the shot, because the aftermath is going to be so amazing when they don't vote Suri out. And Cameron's like, well, fuck. I can't wait.
So I'm not sure.
I don't want to lose. So I don't want to lose Felicia or Izzy either.
I'm not really sure what.
I just want Jared to go home.
Why couldn't it be Jared?
Yeah, why are we keeping him?
So I'm not really sure who the target is, because he told Suri right after the feeds came back up that she's like, thank you for not putting me up. And he's like, listen, it never would have been you. And he says to her, just like Red was your boy, you can be my girl. We could be the two of us. And I thought that was an interesting conversation for him to have in the HOH. And it was real quick, but he tells her that. And she's like, cool. Like, and then Suri's so good at this, because she then tells him, well, listen, Cameron, I want that to be the case, but what we say here got to stay between us, like me and Red. And then he's like, oh, no worries. It'll stay right here between us. She's like, all right, I'm gonna trust you. He's like, all right, I'm gonna trust you, which is interesting, because by bringing that around as if she needed to vet Cameron, it's gonna show Cameron's gonna feel like he needs to be in the good with Suri, because she didn't. And then Suri says to Cam, all right, I gotta go make them feel good, as you know. Because, I'm not a savage. I just can't leave them out there just crying. And he's like, no, go do what you got to do. And then that's when he has the conversation with Felicia. After his conversation with Alicia, he had the conversation with Jared that I have not been able to see because it was right as we were about to come on the show. So I'm gonna go check that out. But that's where we are right now. Also, last thing, I think the replacement nom, if there's a veto, I think it might be Jag personally. And the reason I do is the reason I think it is only because of a conversation, the line that he said to Felicia, "You're not my target. My target, everyone in that house is cool with my target going." Hell, they already showed that they were. And that to me says Jag, because you got voted out 10-0. I could be wrong, but I have no idea what Cameron's doing. No one knows what Cameron's doing because Cameron doesn't have anyone that he trusts enough to tell what he's doing. So I'm not sure what's going on just yet.
I think he's taking a shot at the core. And if one of those two comes down, then one of the other two's going
You
up.
think he goes for Suri over Mimi?
I think he does. I mean, like just going back to week 1 when Cameron's like, she's already had her chances. You know, she's done this. And that sentiment doesn't go away. And I think that he does it. I think he takes the shot at Suri. So let's talk scenarios. Another quote, throwback. Okay. So let's say week ends exactly where we are, and we have Izzy and Felicia on the block.
Okay.
Who's going home? Cameron wants Izzy to go home.
Right. Felicia goes home.
How many people are left? 4, 8, 10, 11 people. So there's 8 votes.
Yeah.
So I can't be right. I'm missing
9
somebody.
votes.
Yeah, there's 12 people left. I didn't have Suri on the paper. So 5 votes. He is completely out of it. If he can get Corey, America, Bowie, Jag, and Blue, he could technically have the vote.
Corey wants Felicia gone, and he tells everything to Izzy.
Sure, I know that, but I'm just saying.
So take your 5. Corey's already gone. Now you're at 4.
I think that Corey is going to be able to look at the dynamic. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking, like, I'm not even factoring in relationships and stuff, because I think Corey's closer to
What
Izzy.
scenarios are we doing, Kylie? What scenarios are we doing?
I just wanted to have the scenario that there are 5 people that could technically vote together. There are 5 outsiders, basically, is what I'm saying. Jag, Blue, Bowie, Corey, America. Those 5 could control the vote.
Okay. They're not going to, because Corey is not going to vote out Izzy over Felicia.
And then if
also Blue is not going to vote out Izzy over Felicia if Jared's like Izzy needs to stay.
I don't think that one's probably going to happen. I'm just trying to talk it out. That are there 5 votes? I don't think that Izzy goes home. They've been wanting Felicia gone. It is so sad, and I don't want it to happen. Like, Felicia has to win veto. I don't want Izzy to leave either, but we cannot lose Felicia now.
If Cameron wins veto and he takes down Felicia and he puts up Suri, where are the votes? You want to talk scenarios? That's the scenario right there.
Okay, so we've got those 5. Do they do it?
Not the 5. It's not the 5. That's not the 5 that's going to do it. It'll be Jared's a vote to keep Suri. Corey's a vote to keep Suri.
I don't know if Corey will.
I don't know if Corey will either.
I think Corey is smart enough to know, okay, this is Suri. This is a huge move. And we may not get the opportunity again.
I think you're right. So Jared's a vote to keep Suri. Blue's a vote to keep Suri. Matt's a vote to keep Suri. Felicia keeps Suri over Izzy because she's annoyed with her. I think Bowie keeps Suri over Izzy.
I don't think so.
I think that's where the vote's going to be. I think it's going to be either a Mimi or a Bowie. That's going to be the 5th vote. I think America keeps Izzy. Let's say Corey keeps Izzy. Jag keeps Izzy. The Mimi Bowie is what we got to look at. And Bowie follows and talks to Suri the most over Izzy. Izzy can't stand
but
Bowie.
I think Bowie does what Cameron wants, and if Cameron wants Suri out, I think she's gonna go with it.
I think Cameron wants Izzy out even then, because I think a lot of
He
people
may, and he may want Suri out. I mean,
Izzy
he
out.
may want Izzy out.
I think a lot of people feel like if you cut out Izzy, then that opens Suri up to work with.
Dumb.
Am I wrong though? Based on what we've seen?
I mean, these people, I don't know what to say about them.
Better question. If Izzy's sitting next to Suri,
Does she reveal the
out
secret?
Suri?
She better.
I don't know that she does.
That is all that I want from life. And I don't want Suri to go home. And that's the thing.
Why do you want bad to befall Suri Fields? I don't understand this.
I don't want it to happen yet.
Need.
But I just want Suri to have to face adversity.
She's been facing adversity.
No, she hasn't.
Each week she has to decide who's going home.
It's like, it's this weird conundrum where like, I want these moves to be made, but then I also don't want Suri Felicia or Izzy to leave the house. I just want Jared to leave.
I do.
It's a direct shot to Suri because that is her son. Nobody would know it except for Blue-ish,
and
if he even knows it. And
Izzy.
And we get him out.
The real question is, she's on the block next to. I don't know. I don't know if she could live with herself if she did it.
If what?
If she's on the block next to Suri, I don't know if she could live with herself if she outed Suri's secret like that.
I think she could. She's had these multiple cam talks where she's like, "Am I Ben from Winners at War? Like,
I know.
Am I just like laying down my game to advance Suri and Jared?" And then, you know, she's like, "Paige, like I'm playing for us. I'm doing this for us." I think she's gonna out it.
But this is my question. Is like, if I'm her and I'm in that same situation, that's not my first move. And the reason it's not my first move is because if I out that, then I'm Cameron. I'm a sitting duck. I'm going home soon.
I don't think you're necessarily, because I think it shocks the house so much that people are going to be so focused on this secret. But it's not, if that's your very, very first move, then you don't look like a very trustworthy person.
That's what I'm
saying. I think Suri can hang her with that. Like, you've, given me the rope and I'm going to do it because.
Well, I mean, I was thinking that she gets Suri out with it, but after that, that's her number one ally. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So now no one's going to ally with her because she had the secret for so long, and just threw her person under the bus the first chance she got.
Yeah.
Like it tanks her game. Like she's in a no-win situation because the other thing is you go home maybe right now. You're right. I don't know what you do here.
Yeah, I agree. Like, but then you don't have. What do? You just sit on it and just go home?
You definitely don't do it on your way out.
I'm spilling the beans.
you definitely don't do it on the way out because then it's just petty. But you do it.
Oh, no, I'm doing it to save myself.
Yeah. And do you do it? Do you think you have the votes beforehand?
I'm probably going to. Okay, so we know that Corey has revealed his secret that his brother Zach was on Survivor, and he's revealed it to a few people, Izzy being one. And I think if I'm Izzy, I go to Corey first and tell Corey, and then go from there.
That's probably a good idea. You probably tell Corey and America together.
Yeah, you get Corey and America on your side. They're able to like go to bat for you, rally the troops. I think that's the way you do it. I don't think you need to like have a house meeting and be like,
these two are related.
Look at their faces. They're the same.
We're in for a wild weekend. Join us Monday as we figure out Cameron's crazy.
By Monday, y'all are going to know. Like, veto ceremony has happened, and we're going to know the ultimate plans.
So Join us Monday. Thank you for joining us today. Coming to you from outside of the Big Brother house. Good night.